Hotel.
Lobby.
Steak.
House.
Wash.
Cute. Ooh, I don't even know.
Wash.
Wash.
Yeah.
Dry.
School.
Bus.
Jersey.
Club.
Breakfast.
Hour.
Roses.
Pedal.
TV.
Stand.
Pillow.
Case.
Spider.
Web.
Roadside.
Assistance.
Okay. All right. You
I
ready?
like that.
All right. All right, let's go. Keys.
Wad.
Drive.
Bar.
Kite.
Cut.
Kitchen.
Tool.
Lighter.
Crackhead.
Club.
Pack.
Sock.
Long.
Tequila.
Hard.
Drive.
Twice.
Okay. Bet. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to introduce who we have here. This is my co-host for today. You good today? You chilling?
Yep, I'm chilling.
All right. Selena. She's a great friend of mine, and we have a special guest today, and she is a fashion model, a CEO of a what is it called? Embodied
Skin.
Okay, yes, a CEO on the side. I don't know if you do that. Is that like?
So actually, I would say like the modeling is on the side now.
The modeling is on
moved,
the side.
yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely
And
moved.
so, I would like to say with that, I was going to ask you, how do you balance that out with each other, and what are some things that you do just to, I guess, make both of them more productive, you know?
Mm-hmm. So starting out, I feel like I definitely had to like, not forget about modeling, but kind of like really minimalize how much I was like getting into it.
Yeah.
Because starting out, like it was honestly like during COVID.
Yeah.
And so like there wasn't really much I could do at that point, but nonetheless,
was it just moving in a different speed, like as far as your business? Is that kind of why?
It's just time consuming, honestly. Okay. And it's like for me, I say sensitive to time because I like to be on time for things like like even for this today, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm going to be late, and then I was like, I'm actually early. Like,
right.
And so basically to balance it out, it was like, I really just had to like focus more on like the business side of things. And even now, like I'm starting to get to a point where I feel like I'm starting to get to a balance. It actually took me a good minute to do that. I was so used to just consistently doing gigs as far as like shoots and music videos and stuff like that. And it doesn't work when you're trying to start like a business, especially one when it's like involving servicing people.
For sure. So which one did you start doing first though?
Definitely the modeling.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what sparked you to just be a CEO and have your own thing going?
So it was like on accident, kind of. Yeah. So, like I was saying before, I moved. So I was living in Nebraska for starters, and then I moved back to Texas. And when I moved back to Texas, I wanted to go into aesthetics. So I wanted to become an esthetician.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and COVID came around shortly after, and at that point, it was just. It's what made sense. Okay. And honestly, I didn't look at myself as like a CEO or like I want to work for myself or entrepreneur. Like I was like, I'm cool with what I'm doing, but it's the best thing ever. Honestly, I really do enjoy it.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. You digging into some questions, or are you thinking about anything?
Yeah, I'm just listening to what she's saying, kind of like where you're going at and what direction, and just
You got a question as far as with her and the business? Because don't you do something like that?
Yeah, I'm an esthetician too, and like of course I want to start my own business as well. Okay. Also, so I'm just like taking in what you're saying, like maybe taking in notes and stuff like that, because maybe I can learn something from what you're saying as well.
Just start.
Just do it.
Honestly, yeah.
It's just a lot of things that you gotta take in mind and all that stuff, and the getting started and just staying consistent with it, I think, is the hard part of things, because once you first get started, it's something different. So you got to change your whole routine, thinking of things, and just adding something else into your life. So,
yeah, I definitely think with that, it's like you're only gonna know how that is like when you actually get started. And so that's why I say like you just have to kind of like start, because it's like knowing how to manage your time, knowing like how to get clientele, like that's a learning curve, you know what I'm saying? So like kind of like school, like you learn the basics in school, whatever, but you don't really know what you're doing until you get out there and you start trying to do it. So like, you know, you don't have to like expect yourself to be full blown business CEO, you know what I'm saying? But you got to start somewhere. So
I like that. Tell me about you. You said you're Jamaican, right?
Yeah, I'm Jamaican.
Tell me about that. How is that just coming into, just coming here? And I know it's way different being here than whenever you're out there.
So I wasn't born in Jamaica.
Okay.
My mom is Jamaican and my dad is Scottish, but I was born in Fort Worth.
Okay.
I will say I'm definitely more, I guess, influenced or taught more on like my Jamaican side. Yeah. And so that's why like that part of me shows, I guess, a little more.
Do people be surprised like when you tell them
that I'm Jamaican?
Yeah.
Every time.
Like they'll be like,
no, you're not.
What?
Like, I didn't even think.
No, literally, like they're like, you're Jamaican, and I'm just like, what does a Jamaican look like?
Right.
That's fair.
Because I always see you'll hop on a plane or something, and then next thing I know, you're somewhere near the water. And, I'll be like,
and it's like at that point you already know where I'm at. Yeah, I can't get away from it. I don't know.
What is it? What is your favorite thing, or what is it that you like so much about just going there to visit?
I think it's like the sense of not having any kind of like.
You just vibing?
Yeah, like I don't have shit to do. Like I'm free. Like I don't have to worry about work. I don't have to worry about making ends meet. I'm just out here looking pretty and just like being in the ocean and just vibing. Like, you know,
that. Hell yeah,
it's great. Just, I mean, it's like any other vacation, but it's a little different for me in Jamaica because that's my roots and whatnot. So,
do you have family over there?
Yeah. So actually, majority of my family is over there. Like my family on my dad's side is actually pretty small, like very small actually. And so, yeah, I have a very big family in Jamaica, a whole lot of cousins and uncles and everything else. So my mom actually has 8 brothers, and they all have a lot of kids. So, yeah.
And so when you go down there, you always run into it? Like you see family and stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we have a house down there, and it's actually built around, like, my uncles. And so that's kind of like a thing. I don't know. I want to say it's a thing in the Caribbean where, like, you typically live around like your family members, like very close. So you try to build your house close to like your family members. And so we're literally like, I walk like a few steps and my uncle's crib, and yeah.
That's what's up. I'm gonna get more into like your modeling and stuff like that. Just the career so far. How do you go about choosing the right photographers? You know what I'm saying? Because I like, do you actually look like? I guess if you get a new photographer that's trying to reach out to you to do a shoot, I mean, of course you're gonna look at their recent work and stuff. But what values do you look for when it comes to getting the right photographer?
Definitely, if you're on time, for one, because I try my best to be on time, and I respect other people's time, and so I want people to respect my time, obviously, for that same reason. And then also I look at their content. Usually I get the benefit of being able to see their content before I shoot with a photographer. And if I do, I'm not gonna lie, I try to stay away from like the photographers that aim more towards like the strictly lingerie or like the implied nude. And it's like, I completely respect that type of art for sure. And I've done some of it a little bit myself, but I just feel like if that's all you have on your page, it's kind of misleading to me. Yeah. It'll kind of like, I'm like, okay, like I don't want you to just automatically just want me to, get naked or put on some lingerie for you. And so like I'm actually very picky about that.
It's
and
always
there's
like,
really only 2 photographers that I'll like work with on that kind of level. So.
Okay. So you got the people that you stick with, or you know that you're gonna get
Absolutely. Yeah.
great work from.
I really work with like the same people consistently. Like I haven't really involved too many like new photographers. And it's not necessarily that I'm not interested in doing that. It's like we just have like a certain like I don't know, like connection, I guess you could say. Like
you don't have to say much. You
yeah,
just know where
we get
you're
to
going
it.
with
Like
yeah.
me and like This Is
That's always
Faces.
a
Like
lot.
we could start a shoot at 5 p.m. and we're done at 6, and we have like
A
2
lot
shoots
less
done.
effortless. Yeah, for sure.
And they're great pictures, and
Sure.
you know it just works.
That bit.
Do you go for like a specific vibe, or is it just?
It
You're
really
open to
depends, honestly. I'm gonna say no. I don't really go for a specific vibe. I'll usually. It depends. So like if I'm coming to a photographer and I want to create something on my own, we'll probably just kind of like brainstorm concepts. And I might get like influence from like something I've seen or like something I talked about with somebody or just like an experience I've had.
Okay. Are you trying to pursue any goals right now, or just trying to? What direction are you
I am.
leaning towards?
Right now, I'm definitely trying to be more financially literate.
Man.
So I really want to like learn about how I can utilize my credit.
Okay.
And I know that's something that like everybody's
That's
talking
super
about,
important,
but
though.
it's like I don't listen to that shit. But
No,
now
yeah.
I need to
When
like
you grow up, you like
now I need to
really
listen to
know.
this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's like you could do so much more with
Mm-hmm.
that credit. Yeah.
that's a main one for sure.
Cause I think I don't know, just being young and stuff, you just mess it up so much, and
Think
then
about the fun.
yeah, you don't think about that whenever you're a little younger. And then when you start having more responsibilities and you have to do more, entering
Yeah.
your social, then you realize.
Well,
yeah.
and it's also like if it wasn't
Yeah.
important to like our parents and stuff, like
Yeah.
they're not gonna be able to show us like the importance of that because it wasn't, something that they know.
Okay, for sure. So.
Trying to think if we should just stay around the same topic.
Yeah. Because I kind of also want to ask you, do you look at any other models or moguls or whatever as far as like that influence you? Like maybe a role model, or you just kind of go in your own direction, just try to pave your own way?
I feel like a lot of the models that I've like really worked with, I kind of like, feed off of a little bit. And then this is gonna sound like kind of fangirlish, but like I always just admired like Rihanna and like her style and just her edginess, and she just knows how to like put all these different kinds of like emotions together in a picture. Like she can be sexy, or she can be kind of like evil looking, or she can be like
versatile.
Yeah, cute, sexy, whatever. Like she's
I feel
there.
that. That's a great ass role model.
I like
So,
versatility for sure when it comes to modeling.
Okay.
So you said that you're doing it on the side right now.
Mm-hmm.
So how often are you doing it?
Not often, like right now, honest. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think it's that often. Personally,
Once a month or?
yeah, I would say about on like a average, I would say about once a month, honestly, and that's like so much more less than what I used to.
Yeah.
And then like I'm not gonna lie, like I do miss it a lot, but it's like.
You cool with it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
only
right.
because it's like the money is coming real good where it's supposed to on the other end. So it's like
Okay.
I gotta be smart about it at the end of the day. Like if
Yeah.
modeling isn't gonna necessarily be paying my bills, I'm not gonna focus on that.
That's real. Okay, we gonna get a little fun. I don't want it to be so super personal in here, but we had to get those things out the way. So I want to ask you: Are you in a relationship or whatever, a situation, whatever the case is? Are you like a tit for tat type of person? Like if somebody does you wrong, or are you the type of person that you just can't do people the way they they do you. You know what I'm saying?
I cannot do people the way they be doing
Just
me.
like good-hearted.
I
you know?
hate it so much. But
That's
it's
how I
like
am.
I also like I don't know, I toot my own horn about it too at the same time. But yeah, I can't really do
I feel
people.
that.
Yeah.
That's
I'll give
how I
you
am.
distance
That's
before
crazy.
anything. Like
That's crazy. That's how you like it?
No, I definitely not. Just because I'm seeing like how I would feel in the situation, like I wouldn't want anyone to do something that I want to do to them.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like you're showing your true colors first of all, because
Yeah.
that's just who you are as a person now.
And even after the fact, you still
Slimy.
can't do it like that. Yeah, that's tough. I feel like that's how we be. I don't know, in some fucked up situations sometimes, just from being good-hearted. You know.
Trying to make things harder than what it is.
Okay. For real, exactly. I seen you went to New York in December. Was that your first time, or you been? a few times?
I've been a few times. It's
Okay.
been a couple years since I've actually been back.
Okay. So when was the last time you had been before then? It was like a long time.
It was a minute ago.
Damn. I would say, yeah, it's way different.
Yeah, it was a minute ago.
I know you went to New York. That shit is so
New York is
loud.
different.
Man.
I love it there.
So different.
Like, I was down there for just like 2-3 days, and I just did not want to leave. Like,
Yeah, the energy's different for sure.
it feels so unreal. And I always tell people, in the U.S., I don't think nothing is really like messing with New York, bro. Like when it comes to just going on vacation and just, seeing something
definitely
else.
gives a
Besides
whole
Jamaica,
different-
but yeah.
Whole different environment.
Right.
Would y'all ever be able to live in New York?
I was thinking that. I was
Absolutely
like,
not.
hell nah. Yeah.
Can't do
It's
it.
too much. And
Too
if I ever
much.
did, it'd have to be on the very outskirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was out there and I was like, it's not really no parking, like nothing. So I probably wouldn't even have a car down there. Like I'd just be subbing, just Subway, just.
I didn't have a problem with it either, to be
That
honest.
shit
It
is
was kind of
cool.
a vibe. I was like,
Yeah, the
it's
subway's all right. Ugh.
But you kind of just don't. It's nasty and shit down there.
It's like it's nasty, and it's like I didn't like it when like the crazy people would get up in there and they get too close to me because
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you about to do?
Yeah.
Like
Nah, yeah,
you know, I'm over here like
exactly,
trying to
yeah.
figure out like, are you about to attack? Are
That's
you just
crazy,
entertaining
yeah.
yourself? Like, what's going on here?
No, for real. It was a weird situation like that with me when I went down there. I was out there with a couple of my friends and we was on the elevator with like this creepy ass guy and he was just like staring at like my friend. She's a girl and she was like
God.
super, and I was like, I'm the only other guy
And then
in
you gotta
here.
protect her off rip.
what
So
I'm
you
saying? but I'm telling you, they look so like, I don't know.
like they will bite you.
Yeah, like the people that's rough and just they probably just sleep down there and all that shit. Like,
Yeah. It
man,
sucks, though, for them,
people.
too,
And
but-
then it's you got your people that's in business and actually not really on that type of time. They're just trying to get to where they need to go. It's a crazy ass experience though. Didn't you go to a Drake? You went to the Drake concert, huh?
Yeah, this past Monday.
How was that?
It was good. I would say I'm from the city, so Oklahoma City, by the way. And he definitely showed his love. And I went to the Drake concert, 21 here, and I feel like he went a little bit more harder in Dallas. But then again, he's been on tour
okay.
for so
Yeah,
long that
probably
maybe
tired
he's
than
just
a motherfucker.
tired. You don't got the same
Yeah.
energy in the beginning, but it was definitely J. Cole did his thing. I would want to go see him just on his own.
I was thinking, like, what's the most you'll spend on a concert?
I'm not spending a lot of money on a concert.
Yeah.
Period. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing it. Like if you invite me, I'm coming. No questions asked.
Yeah,
But like personally,
I was randomly thinking. about
I
that.
can't do it. I can't bring myself. It depends. Let me
Yeah.
take that back. It depends. So if it's like,
Rihanna.
She hasn't been out in a while, so it's like people would
What
pay
would
money
you?
for that.
You know what I mean?
and that's the thing. Like I
crazy.
love Rihanna. I love
Right.
Rihanna, but it's like
What?
just to sit there and
Oh,
watch
nah, I
you
was gonna
sing.
say,
Yeah.
that ticket's gonna be like a rack though, or something. I'm sure.
Yeah. Like when I was in Nebraska, we had SZA come out there, and like the venue there was actually really small. And so I guess that would be like the only instance where I I guess.
Just feel the need to be
Yeah.
like, okay, I have to go.
Because then, like, they're like, it's general admission for the most part, so I can get up there and like see who I came there to see.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. One thing about going to stuff like that and just being far away, just I don't know, it bothers me.
Okay, so how do you feel about alpha females in relationships? Are you one or not really?
I feel like being an alpha female or being more, I guess is the
Like
word
dominant
feminine or less dominant.
Yeah.
I feel like that all depends on who you're dealing with.
Like sometimes you have to be like that, you think?
Give or take, because I just feel like men and women both hold feminine and masculine traits. And I feel like, for instance, like if the man that I am dealing with has more feminine traits,
Then
I'm probably going to end up being more masculine on the other end.
Yeah, alpha female for sure.
Yeah. What did you really ask me just now?
I really was just asking you, are you one or you just kind of...
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because it's like I definitely
you've been
feel
before.
like,
I'm sure you know. You don't think?
I definitely have been. I definitely have been.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you like to be or?
No.
Nah, you shouldn't have.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like it because it's like I want to be a woman, you know, like yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I guess that's kind of what I was getting at with like the whole it's like who you're dealing with type
normal.
of thing.
It should be normal for you to very much.
Yeah.
So be. Yeah, I feel that. What you think?
I'm a soft girl. Like I'm a lover girl. I like things to just be easy and smooth. I don't try to be like. But again, it depends. Like if you have to just be stern with shit or something like that.
Depends on who you
Then
like.
you gotta get it off your chest. And shit. Hell yeah.
I gotta.
For real, because if
You're
you
being
don't,
hard-headed. I gotta just
hell yeah.
come correct for him.
I feel that. If you could, this was some random shit that I had thought about, but it was like some crazy shit. If you could kick it with one cartoon, real, like, cause I was thinking that shit, like, if you could kick it with one cartoon, like, who would you choose? Like, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, like,
shit. I said Jimmy Neutron, like. We'll probably be on all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Just outer space and shit.
I know. I'm trying to think of like a great one.
Cause you
Cartoon.
can't just pick just some of them cartoons might be boring, you know.
I'm just gonna say the one that comes to my mind immediately, SpongeBob.
Oh, that would be.
It is only because I know, like, I'm so goofy. Like, I would have a blast.
It would be all over the place, and I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I would have a blast.
That
Oh
shit
my
would be
goodness.
cool.
But Squidward got to stay home. Patrick got to stay home.
Just SpongeBob, yeah.
Yeah, just SpongeBob.
Yeah,
They gonna kill my vibe.
They gonna mess you up. I feel that.
No, I was
You said the same
I was
thing?
thinking SpongeBob. That was the first thing that came to my head too. But I was trying to think deeper. Like, okay, let me just think of everyone first before I just. But then I was like, no.
Right. Yeah, SpongeBob would be on some hella goofy shit for real.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just asking random ass shit. We just in here talking, you know. So if you was invisible, what would be the first thing you would do? Like you just wake up and you're invisible.
Wait, but like when you wake up, you don't even see your own body, or how would you know you're invisible?
Shit, that's a great ass question. You probably like you can't see yourself.
Damn.
Like that would be kind of weird. That would be weird as fuck just to look down and just see
I'm trying
nothing,
to imagine
but
what that looks like though, because to see yourself, you would have to see something like your eye or something.
Yeah. Like,
oh wait, no,
just
you'd
have
be
only
moving.
vision
yeah,
or
you
something?
Okay.
like if we like how we sitting down and we see our legs and shit. We just see the chair probably.
Okay,
so you gotta know you're invisible. Like,
at that point,
you're like, hold on. Like, if I don't see my shit, then nobody sees me.
Damn.
But I said that I would probably go to a bank.
Exactly that.
Go to the back. I'd probably just chill in there, wait for them to go to the back.
Go rob a bank.
Cause whatever you touch and shit, it's gonna turn invisible too.
I feel like you just made that up, low key.
Well, yeah.
Like, wait, you said bank first.
So your fingerprints just don't exist anymore.
I did make that shit up because somebody was like, "What if you get money and like so they just gonna see floating money?" And I was
Exactly.
Oh, so it's not
like,
gonna be
nah.
like invisible to where it disappears from you. It's just when it goes invisible.
But honestly,
Like,
now that I'm
touch it.
thinking about it, depending on what you're doing, your fingerprints might not even matter.
Yeah,
Because if you're picking up the money and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
It's
running out
floating.
that bitch.
but it's like, who's opening the
Well, I
door?
might walk out that bitch. Don't nobody see me anyways.
Well, shoot, now that's what I want to do.
I shouldn't have gave y'all my idea.
That's what I want to do
That's the
now.
only smart thing.
I
Though,
wonder
like,
what y'all
what
would've
else would you
said.
do that you can't do publicly?
I'm getting
ain't-
rich.
Yeah, why not? That's what I said. So shit. Don't you know? You know Cash Page, right?
Cash pay. Yes, of course.
Okay, so-
Definitely.
I be just seeing her showing you love and shit like that. Y'all be kicking it and stuff, or
No, we've
No?
never kicked it one-on-one ever. Ever, yeah. Not one-on-one. No, we've been like in like the same groups hanging out somewhere
Yeah.
before, but yeah, never
Oh,
one-on-one.
okay.
But she's definitely super cool.
Yeah.
I basically knew her through Rahi.
okay.
That was like when she was just getting started for real, and she just boom,
Yeah,
like
she blew up crazy.
went crazy. You know,
So, yeah.
she continued to show love, and she booked me to be in like a couple of her music videos, and
She
so.
around, yeah.
That's nice.
Well, I don't know if she booked me, but you know, I was a part of it, and we, you know, had a great time, and so I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, she's really cool.
Okay. Well, this is something that I ask everyone that comes in here. It's an interesting question that I like to think about, and it changes a lot. When did you realize who you were, or are you still trying to figure that out? It's a crazy question.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's like when people ask me questions like that, I just think to myself, like, I'm such a complex person. Like, how do I give to you verbally in this sitting who I am?
Yeah,
You know?
I feel
Like,
that.
it's hard for me to generalize who I am, I feel like, to someone.
Yeah,
But I know who I am is in a sense of, like, I know what steps I think are necessary for myself.
you know yourself more.
Yeah.
For sure. When did you?
I would say that I'm still looking for myself too, because it feels like I know what I want to do. It's just I'm not where I want to be yet.
Yeah.
Like, I know that this is not. There's still so much more to do, so much more to grow. That I'm like,
But
who
you got a
knows what
direction, though.
happens? Yeah.
That's the most important. Just having the
Definitely.
direction.
But I feel like
Yeah.
so much could add on or change. That's like maybe this is not who I am right now. Is not who I'm going to be later
Right.
on. So maybe I don't know who I
For sure.
am going to be.
That's respectable.
I like that.
When you cut, well, I'm just asking. We just going all over the place. So when you cut somebody off, do you tell them, or do you just just cut them off silently, like they won't hear from you no more?
It depends on what happened, honestly. It really depends. Like,
So
if it
has
was
to
just
be-
like a differences type of thing, or like you did something that I just like wasn't really feeling, I'll probably just tell you.
for sure.
But if it's like you did some wild stuff, or like you
you
did,
don't have to say nothing.
you know, like
Yeah.
you know what's up already. Like
Yeah.
you knew when you was doing it that it was likely I was gonna cut you off. So
Yeah.
let's just not even
Talk
waste our
about
time
that
talking
shit.
about it. You
Yeah.
know.
That's how I am. I'm not on closure and shit like that.
I swear I don't
No.
need closure.
Yeah, I don't know why people are so big on that, but I'm like, if we depart, and then like, what do we got to talk
Yeah,
about?
I don't know. You should have got your closure when we stopped talking.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you won't be on closure and shit, do you?
If I have questions, it depends. Like, if I wasn't in the wrong and they did something and I'm still having questions about things, like, I'm going to want to talk to you, but I don't say it directly. Eventually, it starts to build up, and then I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
we have to say something to each other about this, because I'm not going to just... Because I'm an overthinker. It's going to drive me crazy.
if you don't
So,
say shit.
That
but
makes
if
sense.
it's somebody that, like, I've barely even been texting and I'm just like, I don't care for them anymore, I don't tell them. I silently cut off, because I'm just like, you don't really deserve an explanation, because I don't really know you like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, shit. Well, yeah, none of us believe in that closure shit, you know. That's for the birds. So, do you have any siblings or anything? Are you only child?
So I have a older sister. Funny enough, I didn't really even know that she existed until like a couple years ago. She's actually older than me also. And then I also have a younger sister, and she's 4 years younger than me. And
You
so,
said 4 years younger?
yeah, so I'm 27. I just turned 27 in December. And so I grew up an only child, though. I didn't have anyone else in the household with me.
Yeah. So you got everything you wanted and shit? Was you
I would
spoiled?
say, yeah, for the most part, I
Yeah.
did get everything I wanted, but I wouldn't say I was spoiled either.
Okay.
Were your parents strict or no?
Yes. Well, yes. Yes.
What would you
My
consider-
Jamaican
yeah.
mother is so strict, and like being a girl, being the only child, it's
Yeah.
Did you have a
especially
curfew?
As a girl, for real.
girl, I was barely leaving the house. Curfew.
Like it wasn't even a question.
Curfew.
Yeah.
But it was
curfew,
like
Drake.
the beautiful thing about it though.
Yeah.
Do you
That's what I was
guys
thinking.
have siblings?
I do.
Okay, so both of you guys do. So
Yeah.
like I feel like, you know, when it's like an only child thing, you have no choice but to be very close to your parents for the most part, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And so for me, it was like, honestly, like I was just so tight with my mom. We just did like everything together. So like even growing up, like a lot of the times, like I definitely had my moments or little, you know, instances where I hung
Yeah.
out with my friends. But for the most part, I was kicking it with my mom.
Yeah.
Like even growing
That's
up when I was younger, like I was just
Yeah,
always
yeah.
with my mom. Like she just brought me everywhere with her. I'm sitting there with her friends. Like that might have not been the best thing sometimes,
Yeah.
but it's like that's just what it was. And honestly, like I'm kind of thankful for it because it really like it made the relationship that me and my mom have like really different. I feel like in a
Yeah.
good way.
Still real.
That's
real
literally my
tight.
best friend.
Yeah.
Like we talk every day,
Hell yeah.
every day. Something's wrong if we don't.
Yeah. Do y'all have like a weird smell that y'all like?
You know, I was just talking about this. So being an esthetician, not everybody knows the smell, but like chemical peels, I like the way chemical peels smell like.
Damn.
So it's kind of hard for everyone to kind of understand what that smells or to like to kind of think in their mind
Right.
what that smells like. But I guess when I was younger, well, I still like when you get your nails done. I like that smell.
Oh,
Monomer,
that smell.
I think it's called.
Yes,
I
that.
agree. I'm
That
there with
smells
you.
amazing.
Strong ass smell. If I
So.
think I know it.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you know what it is.
If I think y'all know it, yeah, shit.
But
Shit, I'm not even sure if I know what it is.
That's what I think. Shit,
I don't know if it's
to
the
me,
powder or the
exactly.
liquid.
Yeah,
I don't know which one it is.
To me, it's just a brand new nail smell. I guess. Shit. That's what I'm thinking. Shit, but
it's the first set.
I think I know what you're talking about because that shit is strong as hell.
Yeah.
But I said like a Sharpie. I don't know.
A
Like, I don't know
Sharpie.
why.
I
Like,
feel that,
like
though.
Smelling, like, I like to smell Sharpies. Like I don't just be going and smelling Sharpies, but
Let me get a little high
like
on
I
you.
used to like just weird smell like Sharpie and like glue sticks for some reason. When I was a kid, I used to like to smell glue sticks. But somebody said gasoline. And
I like the smell.
That's what I
of
was
that.
gonna say when I was
But
younger.
if I'm drinking, it's a hard no.
yeah, you just
It's a hard no.
you gotta
trigger.
be you gotta be sober as hell.
Yeah, I have to be sober for
Hell
sure,
yeah.
all the way. Like honestly, even with this little drink, I probably like,
Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how important is it for you to surround yourself with the right people?
it's very important.
Yeah.
It's very important. That's why you really don't see me consistently with anybody.
I feel that.
But I'm cool with a lot of people. I really fuck with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it's like
But still.
I'm working, and then my personal time, I might have one or two or maybe three people that I like. You might maybe see me out with, but for the most part, I really keep to myself.
Say,
I really do keep myself. And it's like, it's funny though, because like I really actually consider myself like someone who's very outgoing, but I don't know, like I'm really cool with just kicking it on my own. And I think that also maybe stems from being an only child.
I was just about to ask that.
Hell yeah.
And so, yeah, because I definitely, I mean, shit, spent a lot of time on my own.
So you think you're an introvert though?
No, I feel like immediately when I meet people, I'm kind of like preying out like their energy for sure. But I feel like once like I get to talking to someone, it's not hard for me to like get out of my shell, I guess. So
Yeah.
I don't
takes
know what they be saying. I'm a introverted
There's a word for that because I just looked it up because I would say I'm both.
Sometimes I feel like I'm both too.
It's like a
Word for
omnivert.
Omnivert. I gotta look that up.
I think it was.
Yeah, might have to look that shit
I was
up.
like, I'm over here like, are we allowed to use our phones?
Is that where like you could use both or something?
Well, it's like use both.
I'm not use both, but when you are both.
Yeah, when you are both, like
Yeah.
it's just in certain settings. I'm like, I don't feel like talking, so then I'm an introvert because I'm just like not in the mood.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it says omniverts are people who experience extremes in introversion and extroversion.
I might
But
be
you know
both.
me, I can if
I might
need
be
to.
that for sure.
Yeah, why we gotta pick one? Like,
I'm both.
Yeah, I guess shit to me, introvert is just being to yourself. Really.
yeah, I don't.
Got
I feel
you,
like there's
got
another
you.
word I want to think about other than introvert. Then
Yeah, you said you're
closed off. You're a closed off person.
Yeah,
Other than an introvert.
shit. Or people would say fucking selfish or some shit. But I hate that word. But sometimes people are actually.
You hate the word selfish?
Well, I feel like people misinterpret it. They might call me selfish just because I'm doing something for myself, but I'm not.
I completely
not being.
understand.
I'm not being selfish because I'm taking away from, I guess, whatever you want or whatever you complaining about. I'm just. I don't know. Like I'm just. That's how I make myself happy. I
feel
have
you.
to tend to what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important.
So yeah.
It's so random for me, but when you say that, honestly, all I think about is Kevin Durant because everyone hates on him for doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah, type.
But I don't know. That just came to my head.
People just do.
Gotta do
Shit.
what
You should be able to.
Yeah,
I
do
mean,
what you want to
even
do.
even if I don't like what somebody's doing, I'm not gonna just sit there and complain and tell them that they should be person just because they doing that. Because I understand, but sometimes whenever people are selfish, you could clearly see that shit. It's so different. It's a thin line from that. So
Yeah, and other people are involved.
yeah, hell yeah. Is there anything that keeps you motivated in life, just daily?
Money.
Yeah, the CEO of this bitch.
The
Money.
Capricorn
Yeah.
CEO.
Money.
Only
Nah,
child
for
with a
sure.
bald-headed daddy.
Shit, like,
Money.
you like,
It's
oh,
not
that's
everything, but it's important for
yeah,
sure.
like, that's an easy question. Shit.
It's very important for sure.
That's what makes you wake up and be like, all right,
Yes.
let's get it.
And just like being able to do what I want to do, and just like having an idea of like what I could be one day.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
I could have this car, I could have this house, or I could have
But
this
you
life,
got
or I
it.
could travel here, or I could do
Yeah,
this for my
hell yeah.
family, or do this for my friends, or for my community, or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So
How busy does your business keep you? Because I know it's like nonstop all the time, but like, are you physically in your business daily or?
physically in my business today, damn near took me out. Okay,
hell
I
yeah.
was stressed today.
I was gonna ask you how that shit works.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I basically forgot to give myself breaks. But to answer your question, I'm definitely physically there. I take clients. I am more geared toward waxing, but I do also do facials and tooth gems and post-op massages and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much.
So what was your fucking like? Is it something that you hate while doing that? Have you had like some, I don't know, bad experiences?
Bad
Something?
experience. I wouldn't say I've had bad experience. I do feel like I've had unique experience.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't think I've had any bad.
Okay.
No, I don't think I've had any bad, which is really a blessing.
So it's not nothing that you just
no.
like that irks you and what you do. Or anything?
I mean, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
Really, like, just back on the time thing. Like,
Okay.
you know, I understand, like, if you're going to be late or if you have something that comes up or whatever the case may be, like, we have lives. Everything isn't going to go the way you want it to go. But if you can't tell me that, something's just wrong. Like, what am I going to do, beat your ass?
Yeah.
Am I going to pull up and
Yeah.
beat you up for not coming to your appointment? No, I'm not going to do that. You don't have to give me an excuse. You really don't even have to tell me why.
Right.
Honestly, I really don't care why. Now,
Yeah.
if, you know, something bad happened, of course. But, yeah, just respect my time. Be clean.
Big on time. Just being big on time.
I'm very big on time. Yeah.
So what you thinking?
Do you wax both men and women or just women?
I wax both.
Okay.
I wasn't always waxing both, but I started because honestly, this is gonna sound maybe funny to some people, but I feel like men treat their service providers better than women. I feel like they're more consistent, and I feel like they tip better. And yeah, because like, just look at like a barber, for instance. They're not missing that fucking appointment.
Nah, yeah.
Ever.
They're not missing that appointment. If they miss it, they're pissed.
Yeah.
You know, a girl, she's like, oh, you know, I can wait to do this or I can wait to do that. You know, like.
That's true.
But then again, it's also like, it depends on what a priority it is to those people too. Because let's face it, like if you're, for instance, getting a Brazilian wax, nobody knows what's in your pants unless you show them.
Hell yeah.
So,
You chilling on your drink or you good?
oh, I'm great. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
good.
good.
Did you have a celebrity crush growing up?
Shit. A couple.
Who was it that you was just crazy about just as a child?
As a child. The earliest crush that I can actually remember is definitely Usher. And I just remember like Let It Burn and like him like just like talking over like the audio and he can hear him like breathing. I'm just like, damn. Like, and I'm young as hell, like over here getting hot over Usher. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God. That's, yeah. Who was yours?
I'm judging mine.
No, yeah, go ahead. What's yours?
I was in love with Lil Wayne. I don't. I know, it's like when I think back at it now, I'm like,
But
why?
Is it
But
like
that lollipop video did it for me.
Oh my.
is it like
And you're
Lil?
a kid too then.
I know,
And you don't know what the fuck he talking about.
So,
Wow.
But okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But that's the first person that comes to mind. I'm sure there was like Chris Brown and then
Yeah.
like Justin Bieber at the
Justin
time.
Bieber
like,
was strong when I was in high school.
that Baby,
All
or
the
was it
white
one time
girls.
that came out first?
Justin Bieber.
I think it was Baby. Yeah, because
Okay.
Baby I think is what really set him off.
Yeah, and so I remember waking up.
But
early in
One
the
Time is
morning.
one of my faves.
Yeah, music videos, and I was like, who?
That's funny. I was just
that-
talking to somebody about how I actually was a Justin Bieber fan. Like I remember having a poster of him in my room.
Oh yeah.
Like, do you remember when posters were a
He was, like,
thing?
singing,
yeah, and he was wearing
babe.
his like white outfit or like the black outfit
Yes.
with purple. I just know it was always
And he had like the
Y'all know the fucking
hair with the little
details and
switch.
shit.
swish.
Y'all
and
know
I'm
the
just
details
like,
and
I can't
shit.
believe that we really used to go
Damn,
to
you
like
guys are going crazy.
Walmart and shit and get these
And it's-
wallpapers. Or not wallpapers, these posters and really put them up. Mm-hmm. And I was proud of my
fan.
shit too.
I feel like I was straight Kelly Rowland and shit.
Kelly Rowland.
Hell yeah, like everybody was so crazy about Beyonce.
I'm
but
no, I'm
I was
like,
like, Kelly Rowland though.
What about Sierra?
Sierra was cool. I remember it was like a crazy rumor when I was a kid about
you
her.
know, and whoever started that, like,
that was-
shame on them,
I don't know.
honestly,
Over
because
being
And I believe that shit.
I
as a
believed it
kid,
too.
but,
Me
yeah.
too. People were like, "Look at this photo," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah, nah, for real.
You're
Young
right.
as hell, like letting them really
right. Her shoulders a little
make you
too.
believe her. Hell yeah. Okay, that's funny as hell. But yeah, that rumor for me was like in the 6th grade, and I was like, I'm not about to watch her dance and shit.
Hermaphrodite, huh?
Yeah.
They really
my
were saying
gosh.
that. Like, who started
they
that
were.
really is not shit.
I was like, she is too fine. Like, you
There's no
know,
way.
Yeah.
I want to know who started that rumor.
Is there a song that automatically puts you in a good mood by anybody? Like,
Ooh.
or it's just maybe something like you had a fucked up day, or just to get your day started. I don't know if y'all have a song that y'all listen to all the time, or just, or y'all shit just.
Right now. Not something right now.
Yeah, it's hard for me to
feel that.
like.
There's so much stuff dropping out. I'll
It
just click an
is,
album and just
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all could have one album to listen to for the rest of your life. What album would y'all choose? That's fucking
That's
tough, huh?
insane.
Yeah, I just when it comes to music and food, I can't single things out.
You love food like that.
Yeah, real bad.
What's
Okay,
your,
back to the concert situation. What's the first person that comes to mind that you want to see when you think of it right now?
right now?
Instantly when you think.
Rihanna.
Shit, my shit's gonna probably be sad, but I can't see who I would want to see right now because he's locked up. So I would say, I mean, y'all probably know the answer by that. If I could see Young Thug right now in concert, would be great. But I would probably say Gunna for me.
Gunna.
Yeah, like right now,
He's
probably
hard
Gunna.
for sure.
And everybody is like on my ass, like, why are you listening to him? And he's a rat and this and that. And
He's
I'm
not.
like,
He's not alright.
I'm like, I don't know, but that shit's hard. I don't think about none of that shit. I just be like, man,
Nah, at the end of the day,
music.
he didn't rat though.
I don't think so either.
Thug, you know, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So let me not say too much.
That's what I be saying. I wasn't there, but
shit, I think we would know if that man
I'm
was
not
really
gonna-
a rat. I think we really would know.
I'm not gonna stop listening.
I don't think these men would be anywhere close to each other if that was the
a fan
case.
before then, so yeah.
Who's yours?
What was the question again?
What's the first person that comes to your mind when you think about wanting to go see somebody in concert right now?
Rihanna.
Yeah.
I love her. I'm a fan for sure.
Okay, so we're getting to the end of things. So I'm gonna just kind of ask you guys, both of y'all, ladies. I'm trying to think of a question. Okay, so what did you learn at a young age? No, first I ain't even gonna ask that yet. What advice would you give your younger self?
Slow down.
Okay.
Slow down and make a better decision.
I could relate, man. For real, slow down. Yeah, that's
And make a better decision. Not that you made the wrong decision.
just because
but
you're moving too quick and you're not really. It's just, I feel like it's just impulsive. Just whenever you're younger, you're just like, whatever you think you're doing, you're not thinking about the consequences.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So that's some good advice for sure. What would you tell your younger self?
I would say, like, live in the moment, take everything in, don't take anything for granted. With whatever you do, anywhere you go, like, life is short, just embrace it all. So.
For sure. Okay, so Miranda, what did you learn at a young age that you still go by today? Something that maybe your mom taught you, your dad taught you, just as a kid, you just still very much so take that with pride and still. I'm sure they taught you a lot of shit.
Yeah, like where do I start?
Yeah. That's good though too. But you know how it's always something that you think about and you're like, man, I would never, because for me, just like I was saying with the good heart, like treat people the way you want it to be treated.
Yeah, I was gonna say consideration.
Yeah.
But you know, kind of the same thing.
So that's hell yeah.
For sure. Consideration is like very big for me. I feel like you can't say you really care about somebody if you don't consider them.
For sure. Is there anything that you would like to tell the people what to look forward to that you got going, or?
I definitely think that the people should look out for more content coming out. You know, your girl done finally found her balance.
Balance.
So
that's the word.
I don't know what camera.
Yeah.
Your girl done found her balance.
Okay, yeah.
And so, like, expect more content from me. Book me for your shoots, you know, music videos, all that stuff.
At name.
Oh, right, expect these people to know. My Instagram is Miranda X Sasha. My business page, Embodied Skin, MBODIEDSKIN. Yeah. So yeah, look out for more content. Look out for more waxing and facials and all that good stuff. Also, I'm here to make the people look beautiful. So
Yeah. You got something you need to. What you got going?
Oh.
What you got going? You just working?
I'm just making it day by day
Okay.
right now.
Hell
Just,
yeah.
you know, trying to grow who I am as an esthetician, really. And just starting up my page and putting myself out there a little bit more and figuring out what specifically I would want to do in that field.
Okay.
So I think that's the main thing. But, yeah.
For sure. So the word of this episode is balance. So yeah, everybody, you know, keep a good balance. And that's episode 2 for y'all. And we gone.